Hello YouTubers, welcome to another Floaterman draft here. It's MTGO. Let me move myself a little bit so we can actually see what the hell we are doing. I'll move it back. So I think the first pick here is pretty obvious. Sorin, I haven't played with, but I've been got with him for quite some time. He gets to deal damage, gives all your thing lifelink, and return target creature to convert mana cost X from your graveyard to your battlefield. So that is pretty sweet, and it pluses 2 and starts at 4 loyalty, so it's basically 6 loyalty when it comes down if you don't have anything better to do with it. Cruel Celibate is kind of would be a really nice addition to this card. Maybe Sorin's Thirst or Herald of the Dreadhorde, but we gotta do Sorin. Okay, we can kind of solidify ourselves in black-white right away. I mean, Dreadhorde Arcanist is good early on. It works well with pump spells or any way to put counters on it and make its power higher. The Spark seems pretty solid here, though. Spellgorger Weird is good, but it doesn't really go with our first pick, so I'm going to go with the Spark and see what we end up getting here. Okay, I do like Wanderer Strike. It's a really good removal spell. Gateway Plaza is also nice. Helps us splash or, you know, fix a little bit. Even Eternal's really good. In our colors, not much going on, though. I think I want the first Wanderer Strike over Dovin, though. Rally of Wings, good if you have flyers. Devouring Hellions, decent in the black-red sack deck. Enforcer Griffin is just a solid flyer, and I think that's what we do here. It seems like red is kind of open, red-green maybe, but I'm not going to write off black-white just yet. Okay, I'm okay picking up this Liliana's Triumph. It's good early removal, kind of keeps the board cleared a little bit. Worst Creature is a fine card if it wheels. I'm not expecting to wheel too much unless our colors are completely open though. And it looks like red is the most open, followed by maybe green or blue. So we might be getting cut from our left, but we have a pretty good start here. We got 5 player bowls in the first 5 picks. It's not bad. Sorin can get pretty out of control. It can ping other planeswalkers, which is super nice. It can bring stuff back from the graveyard. I feel like my opponent was like doing a nice little cycle with this. This and some creature. It kept on bringing it back, and the creature was oh, what was it? I forget. Anyway, no matter. We have to find some creatures to actually bring back to make this decent, but I think we can make that work. If Greenhide 1 ever actually picks their damn card. Ooh, okay. Desperate is something we can maybe splash here. And I think it's early enough. I don't think I want 2 Liliana's Triumph. There's some decks it's just terrible against, so I don't really want to start 2. Vampire Opportunist can be good. Topple the Statue is fine, but I think I'm going to take a speculative Death Sprout here. Black has some fixing. Well, maybe not. Black-green does, but whatever. Damn, Liliana's Triumph for days. I like the first Spark Reaver, though. Gives us some nice sack synergies. I'm not too impressed with Charmstray or Banehound. I think I'm just going to go for the Saheeli Silverwing. It's actually impressed me. It's not very impressive stats in any way. Okay. Herald of Dreadhorde, it's nice to buy back since it leaves a body behind. Okay. I got distracted by my computers. Death Sprout is obviously a sideboard card. Or obviously not trying to make it into our deck, but I didn't think we were giving up too much there. Yeah, all this is pretty medium. I'll let these colors flow and just take the, what the hell is this called? Prismite. I will take the Prismite. I like our start. Okay, Bond of Discipline is not so great. I don't think we're abandoning white. We have pretty strong white. So I'm just going to take this. It could be a decent sideboard card in the right matchup if they just try to burn you out or tap down all your creatures. I'm definitely not running two Actually, yeah, I'll just keep on passing the colors. Unlikely aid. Probably won't make the cut, but we'll take it. For the aggressors, oh, Vampire Opportunist is a nice wheel. So it looks like black is slightly more open than white, but we'll see what we open here. Okay. Spark Double is real good, and so is Nahiri. We're definitely not trying to play blue right now. We have Terror's Light Shield, which can be okay. I think Nahiri is just what we do here. It gives our creatures first strike, which, you know, isn't too exciting with what we have at the moment. But it's another Planeswalker, and it's a nice removal. It's double white in this deck, obviously. Okay, what are we doing here? This is a junky pack. So we got Dreadhorde Butcher, which is when it deals combat damage to a player or Planeswalker, put a +1/+1 counter on it. When it dies, deal damage equal to power any target. So it'd be a nice card in black-red, but we are not looking like that. Gideon's Sacrifice can be good. I think Guild Globe might be good. Draws a card. It might get us to something we want to splash. Here we've got some decent choices. Firemind Vessel really opens up if you opens up your splashing and stuff, but I don't think there's anything that we want here. I don't think that's what we want. We can do a 8 the Fallen, which is kind of nice. We have a lot of... Then we can bring back our Sorin, but I think we just need more creatures for this deck, and I like Rising Populace a lot. Works well with Spark Reaper if you end up picking up little cheap things you want to sacrifice, or if they throw like Transmutation onto things. Ooh, okay. Though I want a second Wanderer Strike, this pack is really good for us. Eternal Taskmaster can be pretty busted. It's nice with buying things back from the graveyard. And if we can Sorin back this, you know, this helps us buy more creatures back, which is nice. Sorin's Thirst is okay. Lazadep Reaper is nice and gives you a nice sack outlet, and then second Wanderer Strike. But I think we need another creature here. Here, I think we take our second Spark Reaper. I've seen this do work, and I think how we win this game is maybe a couple of evasive threats. We remove their bigger creatures, and we just kind of maybe stuff up the ground. We only have 2 evasive threats right now, so we'll see how that goes. I think I like my second Vampire Opportunist over my first Dusk Mantle Operative. There's not too many cards that just deal 1 damage to X1s. And it's a nice mana sink late in the game, and it might be, since we have Sorin, the Drain for 2 effect might get better, since we can maybe be like, you know, dealing damage to the face with his ping. Guild Globe is not going to make it with our current lineup. So this is solid. I'm happy to actually shore up our two drop slot a little bit. I feel like they're kind of hard to come by. I don't think 4 drops and 5 drops are hard to come by in this set. I don't know why these are stacked differently. They're all 4 drops. But let's see here. I think I like the first Martyr for the Cause. We don't have a ton of things with counters. We have 2 Planeswalkers, and we might have some, okay, Rising Populace. So when this dies, this will trigger Rising Populace first, I think, and then proliferate onto it, which is kind of nice. I guess we'll take a second one. These are all just kind of duplicates or triplicates of what we have already. No, this is that great. I think I'm going to hate draft this Skulker, because we're not running to Unlikely Age. We're probably not even running 1, ideally. I don't think Desperat's good enough to splash on its own if you're not trying to splash some other things. We don't have great fixing either. So this can be like kind of get damage in early and then try to finish them off. Now what does this card do? Choose a creature or planeswalker you control. All damage that would be dealt to this turn to you and permanents you control is dealt to chosen permanent instead. I haven't seen that used. I haven't used it. I'm really happy this 8 to Fallen came back actually. Here we'll hate draft the Grizzly. It's kind of annoying playing to that card. Take Sarkhan's. I haven't seen this Gideon's Sacrifice used yet in a game. It seems like there are some matchups could be really good if you just go. I don't know. If your opponent's trying to go super wide and just get in around your blockers and they're okay throwing some stuff away, this could be good. Because then you can eat half their army without losing any creatures, and then their attack on the following turn looks much worse. But it's kind of conditional. I don't really like it. I don't know what's up with my OBS here. Sometimes I open it and my just webcam goes away. So I have to use my naked template here that just has my lovely face floating around. Hooey! Okay, so as cool as Helion seems, I think it's a value. I think it's a trap. Not only does it cost 8, but if you're light on creatures or you just can't tap out for them, or that you tap out all your creatures and they just Nixilis' Cruelty it's no good. However, Kaya Bane of the Dread Bane of the Dead is really good in this. You can buy it. We have 3 Planeswalkers to buy back with Aid the Fallen now, so that's nice. Ignite the Beacon. Search your library for up to 2 Planeswalker cards, reveal them, and put them in your hand, then shuffle your library. So this is card draw here, which is super nice. But with the fact that we have 3 Planeswalkers and Aid the Fallen, I think we just want Nixilis' Cruelty. I think this will be better in the long run. Even though Ignite the Beacon seems really fun, I think you need like 4 or 5 Planeswalkers, and there's no guarantee we're going to get more. So if you draw that card after you've played 2 out, it's kind of a dud. I like this deck so far. Proliferate is going to be better for our Planeswalkers than our creatures, but between Eternal Taskmaster, Sorin, and Aid the Fallen, we can buy a lot of stuff back from our graveyard, which is going to be super nice if we can make that happen. Okay. Kyre's Ghost Forms, whatever. Iron Blues, whatever. I've been hearing a lot. Okay, so Bolas' Citadel gets really good in this deck. Given the fact that we have good sources of life gain, that's going to make the Bolas' Citadel a lot better for us. Ooh, this is another good pack. So this thing lets you play cards off the top of your library without paying their converted mana cost. Instead, you pay life. So this kind of makes me want to pick up some more lifelink things. I don't think the Charity Extractor is that good, and our 4-drop slots being a little fat, but I think the Sorin's Thirst, I would be below it with Rising Populace, generally speaking, but I think this keeps us alive. It helps us gain life to use for Bolas' Citadel. Helps us kind of finish the game. I do like Gideon's Triumph. We have a lot of removal here. Let's see what we got going on here. I'm gonna break these up to a few different categories just to see. We got our Planeswalkers. These are our creatures. This is our kind of removal spells here. I mean, we got some pretty strong stuff. These are more like functional. I'm liking how this looks. Another Nixilis' Cruelty. We cannot complain about that one. It's one of the best removal spells in this set, and it's kind of funny if someone has a Gideon, because it turns into a 4/4 that's indestructible, but if you Nixilis' Cruelty it dies. Actually gets exiled. I think a second Herald of the Dread Horde is looking good. We might have to be careful of our curve a little bit here. It's not too bad. We might just get rid of one of these Martyr for the Causes here. I think we have a lot of strong early plays. Or maybe we leave this Vampire Opportunist now that we have. Actually, this is way to gain life. I'm going to cut one of these. And Silverwing might be cut. We have a lot of removal now, so I'm not too worried about clearing the way to get in. Especially if we give our creatures first strike. This counts as removal, this counts as removal. We have a crap ton of removal. We'll pick up this Duskmantle Operative just in case we find a deck that's really good against. I'm feeling pretty damn good about this draft. Our draws can be a little... Another Spark Reaper? Yes, please. Yeah, I think we lose Silverwing now. We're a little light on creatures, so we gotta be careful about that. Maybe we play a Pouncing Lynx. And we cut... You know what? Liliana's Triumph might... Liliana's Triumph might be our worst removal spell. Because if you don't get it on a single board, there's a lot of things in this set that people don't mind sacking. I might do that. I like Soren's Thirst because it gains us life for our eventual Bolus's Citadel. And obviously we have so much removal that I'm okay. And so much good removal. Spark can be good. It's going to be a dead card early on, but I think this is going to be our deck. It looks like we... Ooh, okay. Charity Extractor came back, which is nice. I think for that, maybe we lose one of these Heralds of the Dreadhorde, or maybe we lose... Maybe we lose this Pouncing Lynx. We're not going to be able to put counters on it. We're not trying to really... We have a good late game now, so maybe we just do that. Let's add our lands here. Definitely don't want a mountain. 7 islands might be right, or 7 plains might be right. So we can't really get too screwed with a hand that we can't play if we play no plains. We have a ton of black cards. We do want double plains for Nahira. Maybe we do 7-9. I like 10-7, I think, actually. If we don't find our black, we're screwed. This looks like a pretty fun deck. Removal.deck up in here. And then the win conditions, Bolus's Citadel, just to run out all of our creatures and then overpower them with removal. And then we could buy a lot of things back if they end up dying. And we have 3 very strong Planeswalkers to buy back with Aid the Fallen. Aid the Fallen is looking pretty weak if we don't happen to have a Planeswalker in our graveyard, because we don't have any really busted creatures. So it's not really going to be worth it just to get one back. So that is unfortunate. It's a nice way to kind of reset Kaya and Nahira is if we can sack it to Spark Reaper if the opponent's just ignoring it. And then we can buy it back, get it back into play, or we can bring it back with Sorin, I think. No, it's just creature cards for Sorin. Sorin and Bolus's Citadel together is pretty sick, especially with our incidental life gains and Sorin's Thirst, and then Vampire Opportunist can gain us some life. Spark Reaper gains us some life. This is a pretty nice synergistic deck for a Bolus's Citadel. Let's just hope we get to play it at some point. Looks fun. Okay, I'll move myself over here. I think where not a lot of action happens. Yeah, where's a good spot to go? I guess right there is fine. Here, we can do over here. Okay, well, this is a slow hand, but we have some powerful stuff. If they have a lot of cheap cards that are going to come out fast, we might be in trouble. We'll lead with black just in case we draw Sorin's Thirst. No. That's really not that bad on its own. We do want to try to preserve our life title. Ooh, that's nice. Our life total. I think I would trade these 2 off if it attacks. This thing gets better the more creatures there are on the board. They want to use removal to clear the way. I'm totally okay with that. Maybe their own Sorin's Thirst. Looks like a mirror match here. Okay, that's fine. Even if we don't draw action, maybe they'll play something that costs 4 next turn and we can get them with the Spark. As long as we just keep our life total around like 14 by the time we can drop Bolus's Citadel, that'll be real nice. And we're on track with that if we can remove a 4-drop if they play one here. Just exile, so that's nice. Doesn't die. So they don't get their Celebrant trigger. It would be nice to find something to do next turn, though, because we're still a couple turns away from getting anything down. Come on, tap it. Come on, tap it. Tap that fourth one. No! Dovin's fine. If we can find a blocker, we can still affect the board. Okay, well, we can kill this. This is going to cost 3. It's instants and sorceries. Okay, so I have to keep that in mind. I think we just get this out of the way. We're not doing anything with our mana. They get their trigger. That's fine. Okay, that's totally cool. Looks like a very controlling deck that doesn't do a lot of damage, so our Citadel is going to be real good. And now we have ways to remove anything they might play on this turn, and then we'll get our Citadel going. And I'll have no pressure, which should be pretty nice. I'm not too worried about walls. Oh, that's right. Okay, well, now we can, I guess, get this out. It's fine. Is this really doing anything for us if we get this out right now? Not really. I'd rather just leave up our instance to... Actually, we can get Kaya out. Is that better? I like dropping Kaya when they don't know it. I'm just going to pass here. It's a little dark in here. That's fine. It's a flyer. I'm not too worried about it. But I guess I might as well just kill it. Nah, it's not going to do much to us. Let's see what we do here. If it's a land, we're going to be stuck for a turn, unfortunately. This is an instance of opponent bringing the card. Let's play that. So we're drawing a swamp next turn. Vampire Opportunist is nice. I'm not sure why they did that. For all damage that would be dealt to and dealt by this permanent. Losing life is not dealing damage, or its trigger still works. And we might not have a lot to do with our land here. So we want to play the land off the top here. I think we're okay playing that. And I think we're okay playing that, and then we can... We have to make sure we don't die here. So what's the best way to do that? We can play our Kaya and then just banish this thing. And pass. We can play... We have 8 mana, so we can Charity Extractor to get some more life gain. Yeah, let's do this, and then we can... Omnixilus Cruelty. Okay, so we got the card advantage here, and we got some good stuff. We just need to start getting in with our attackers. If they play something Mondo, we can spark it this turn. We can also Omnixilus Cruelty. They'll probably make our Enforcer Griffin not be able to attack. That's fine. I think we just swing with our Herald. So now we can play this. I don't really want to play that, so let's do this. We'll go for Dovin. This can go for... It's just going to block this, but we'll take the... Let's see what they do. They have a lot of stuff in hand here, so I'm curious what they're holding. Gotta make sure we don't deck ourselves here. I have a lot of removal if we find things that they just can't deal with. Okay, what are they gonna do here? I think this is where we do this. Okay, that's nice. I'm surprised they let us hit Dovin. I'm not sure why they did that. Then here we can just kind of pass. They haven't played anything that has converted mana cost 4 or more yet, but surely it's coming. I think I have to answer email. It's fine. Let's see. Ooh, that's a little scary. I would like to kill that. That might be our Kaya target here. Yeah. That thing can get out of control. I want to get that off of their board ASAP. Here, I think we could slow down on playing things that don't gain us life or that cost us life. We can still play this at instant speed if we need to. Let's get this Dovin out of here. What is this thing? You have hexproof, so we can't target them. But I don't think we have a lot of things that target the... Okay, so that's fine. Those three. And I don't think we're going to need to spark anything right out the gate. And we have a board where we can attack with this and buy something back. Uh-oh. They got their own? What do they got here? Could be Kaya, could be their own bolus. Citadel. No, that's fine. We can clear that out of the way and then get in next turn. I think I'm going to use Kaya since it's a creature. Actually, it's a good question. What do we want to use here? So this thing can exile target creature, so we can get rid of that. Or we can just spark it and keep Kaya. I think I'd rather just use this. Because this thing can hit non-creature spells if they happen to find something pretty nasty. I think we just go for it here. We will pay that, yes. This deck is pretty sick. We're almost getting to the point where we can sack 10 permanents and deal 10 damage. It's an interesting... I think I'm only going to play out one creature here and then leave up 3 if we can sack something just in case they target it. I don't want to overcommit, though. I don't know what's in these colors that are gonna punish us for anything. Yep, that's fine. The spark is not looking so good. I have a bunch of cheap things. A second Dovin. Ay ay ay. 559. Okay, so we're gonna take out our Spark. Let's remember that. What, they're paying more? That's fine. They seem to have like a little deck here where again with flyers and stuff, so we have to remember we need flyer protection. Don't need to sack anything. Though we could sack this, end up with a 2/2. I think I like the 3/3 attacking here. If we can get them down to... So this comes back when? Okay, so we don't really need to proliferate. Play this. So let's just... How do we lose this game? I don't think we do, but let's kind of attack with everything. I'm just going to attack face. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They didn't block at all. Okay, well now we can do this, right? So let's play this. Oh my god, yeah, sure. Oh my god. Oh wait, this doesn't, okay. I thought it, like maybe there was something that like prevents. Oh my god, so many triggers. Okay, so Bo's Acidical is pretty damn sick. I'm into that. Okay, so they have flyers, so let's get this Silverwing in there. What else do we want here? I think this Leon's Triumph's gonna look a little better than the Spark. And that's about it, I think. What do we cut? It looked like 3 power things were pretty good. Maybe cut one of these Spark Reapers. I like our 2 drops, I think. Let's do that. All right, well, that was an exciting one. Or at least it was fun for me to play with Bolus's Citadel. What is going on? Why can't I sign in with this? We'll keep this. We have Sorin's Thirst up. Any land help us guess this. We just gotta find some planes here. Ooh, okay. They're getting aggro. Okay. My stupid work email's not letting me log in. It's trying to 2-step. Oh, that's not good for them. Yeah, we'll just play a blocker now, especially if they're stuck on land. Okay, the fact that they're stuck on land is pretty damn good for us. Okay, yeah, they had enough. Okay, cool. Let's go to round number 2, shall we? I'm gonna have to reply to this work email. Apologies. Okay, fine. We will play first, and we will unfortunately mulligan. This is much better. That's so strong. We'll put it on top. Okay. Sorry. Work stuff, man. It's no fun. Nope, they're just cycling that to draw a card. It's not too bad. So we're gonna have the board presence first, which is nice. Some removal. I'm okay with this. Sorry, everyone. Okay. That's nice. I don't really want to play into open mana. So I'm just gonna let it go. I could have no escape here, and then we could always do something on our turn to kill what they play. If they play something. It's really not that threatening. I think I'm just gonna let that live here. We can double block it now so they can't even just attack us to gain life. We're just really trying to keep our life total high and get Bolas' Citadel down. I think that's how we win this game. And then we'll save our removal for flyers and things of that nature. This is interesting. I wonder if they're splashing like Watley or something. I don't like Watley though. Like High Alert is so much better than Watley because High Alert is very hard to remove on the board, and so you can kind of build your deck around it. Let's see. They can double block this. We attack with this. We don't really have a good thing, so let's just get this down and keep on keeping on. But yeah, the thing with Watley is that once it dies, and then you're stuck with all these high toughness creatures that are kind of garbage then. And so like if you build a whole deck around that and then you don't draw Watley, which you cannot draw High Alert. But then if you draw Watley, play it, and then get only like a couple turns out of your creatures being super strong power wise. I don't like that they're ramping so well, and then they have their splashing colors. And they got the board stuffed up. This makes me think they have some pretty strong cards, and they want this to go last game, end game, or late game. Wander Strike is good. I think we attack with everything at this point, and wherever if they double block, we'll mix this Cruelty. Or maybe not. Maybe we just trade this for one of these and we Sorin's Thirst. I think that's actually okay. We have so much removal though. Is that what we want to do? I think so. Actually, we'll let damage happen. Let's see. We have decent removal, and so if they just play a creature and we kill it, we can remove Charity Extractor, or we can attack with everything and start doing some damage to them. We have some strong stuff to play in our hand, but I feel like we can push. That's no good. Okay, so I think these are actually our weakest cards. I could get back Nahiri too. It's nice to have a Planeswalker in the graveyard. And for that reason, exactly. So I think we attack with everything here. And then we just buy back our 2 cards. Is that what we want to do? It's good to use some mana. We're doing net 3 damage here. If they counter it, it's also not the end of the world, but I don't think there's the counter non-creature spell, white blue, Dovin something or other. So they have some decent cards here, but it looks like they should have card advantage with the Epiphany and the Shadow Fugue. Shadow Fugue? I am very skeptical of the time warp or time wipe. Looks like they know I have a creature. They have a ton of land. They're not playing it out. I think I'm just going to attack and pass. And it's also nice if they do have that. We can sack a creature and draw a card. So get some value. So they either have counters or time wipe that they're holding up, I think. And right now we can just kind of play around it. That might not be good for us. I think we still just stay on this plan here. Sorin is good, but then it doesn't really help us with the counter problem. Yeah, let's attack with everything, see what happens. They can double block this thing, I guess. I think we actually tried to kill the visionary here. I'm fully expecting a counter here, but it's not the end of the world. If we get out of their hand, we have some better stuff to play. We just can't get our boluses. Citadel. Well, we can pay 2. So it doesn't really... Still keeps our thing alive. We do 4 damage to them. I just don't want them getting card advantage here. The 1/5 lifelink isn't really that scary. What do they got? What do they got here? Okay, it's decent value, but now we know they're pretty low on cards. I don't think they have a time wipe because they're building creatures up. We have a good life total, so once we draw a land, we can make Bolas Cecilia go off, or we can Sorange Vengeful. They don't really have a lot of pressure if we leave back a Spark. I think I'm gonna play out Sorin, and if they snipe it, that's okay because we can play Bolas' Citadel afterwards. Let's see. I mean, if they counter it, is what I mean. Yeah, that's fine. I guess Bolas' Citadel, it can't be countered by No Escape, so maybe that would have been better play off, but I'm actually not too worried about it. I did not realize they were down to 7 health. So if we just get 10 permanents on the ground, Bolas' Citadel can finish this out. If they have another counter, that'll be unfortunate, but how many counters can a one person run? Let's play that. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have played out that land. Damn it. That was silly. Okay, and now we just sit back and maybe we can Bolas' Citadel them to death. Like last game. Like last match, I should say. So they're playing Esper. What would they be splashing for? I'm worried that they're splashing for a time wipe, but even then, it won't be the end of the world. We can start leaving up our mana to get some value out of Spark Reaper. A flyer wouldn't be ideal, but we can drop... Ooh, okay. That's actually a problem. It helps with our planes here, though. So we could just... I think we just swing with everything. Proliferate, that's fine. Or maybe we could just get a nice string of permanents on the battlefield here. And kill them with our sacking of Bolas. Looks like they're going to have a meaty. Yeah, I think we just get rid of this. Or they get to choose it, that's fine. Ashiok is a little scary, but I think we'll be okay. We can go wide enough, most likely. Play that off the top. That's unfortunate. This thing gives our things first strike, but nothing's big enough, so let's play this. We don't really want to lose out on permanents. We already have 6. We have 7 with 1 in hand. So we need to find 3 more, or if we attack with everything, we can do 2s of this, and then we just start sacking things and drawing cards. Doesn't seem very good. I think we can wait one more turn. Because they're low on cards. They don't have a lot of cards in hand. Ashiok's going to be a little bit annoying, but we can go wider than they can. Oh, well, that's nice. We can just remove a creature now. It's not a permanent, though. But we'll draw it, get to play it from hand, along with Nahiri, and then we still have a lot of life. I think we're okay. And we can just go wide enough, pressure them, pressure Ashiok, and then we'll be back on track to not get milled out. We gotta be careful though, between both the Citadel and Ashiok. What do we... I think we kill the Erratic Visionary here. They have 3 cards in hand, which makes me a little nervous, but... Let's just see if we... Oh, this is nice. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We can play this. I think we can actually play this too. So can they counter an ability, or gain lots of life? I don't think so. So let's just go for it. Well, let's play this and then we can go for it. I think we go for it. 1, 2. Yeah, they're looking for something. I think we do this in response because this means they don't have anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yield. So if they have nothing to do here, we win. Bolus's Citadel's pretty sick. Boom. Alright, so what are they doing here? It looks like they have a slow game too, and they're trying to mill us out. So I think having some evasive people or creatures to kill the Planeswalker is good going over top, and I think Liliana's Triumph is actually decent. The Spark that we see a lot. We saw the 1/5. What else did we see? Saw some amass stuff. We didn't see too many targets there, I don't think. So let's get rid of that, and then we can also get rid of maybe our... We're going to be on the draw, so we're going to be a little slow, but I think losing one of these Dread Hordes is going to be fine. Let's do that. This is a sick deck. This is a pretty aggressive hand, so hopefully this works out. They didn't look very aggressive at all. We have a kind of all the land we need here. If we flood out, we at least have Vampire Opportunists to do some work. That's kind of annoying. It's a good blocker. Sorin is nice. I think we get out here. We can just lay down nice defense for Sorin. And that could do some work for us. Okay, so they might be looking for land here. Looks like they found it. This thing's not really pressuring the board too well. So if they don't find a good creature, we can play out Sorin. While they're tapped out, they might just draw cards here, which is fine with me, I think. I think I actually am okay doing that. We can just buy back our creature. Yeah, I definitely want to hit my land for Sorin. Yeah, they have very little pressure on board here. It's gonna start getting us life for Bolus the Citadel if we find it. Let's get buy back our creature. It's already a vampire. It'll be a double vampire. Double vampire. What does it mean? Okay. Oh no. We didn't see that last game. That's okay. Maybe now we just Omnixilis' Cruelty this and start getting in. Let's see. Would we rather Omnixilis' Cruelty? I think we just actually do this. Because this we can do instant speed. This uses our mana better if we find a 2-drop to play next turn. But yeah, I think now we just get we get in the ground damage as much as we can, and then once we get to 7, maybe we can drain them till they're dead. They didn't seem like a very aggressive deck here. That's fine. We will take care of that with Omnixilis'. We want to get our lands out. So now we just kind of have to end this fast. If we draw a Bolus' Citadel, it's going to be nice. They did have counter. They did have Crush Descent, so we got to be careful about that. They also had no escape, but that can't hit Bolus' Citadel. They just got 6 mana, which is not ideal. 2-drop might be able to trade off with one of these things. We might have to use a removal on Vampire Opportunist eventually. If we draw our... Well, I'm not going to play into open mana. I will attack both. I'm curious what they have. I'll put down the Kaya when we need to. If they play a creature that gets in our way or something. I don't want to play into a... What's it called? Okay, now they can still counter Planeswalker with no escape. Oh, that's unfortunate. But I mean, they're in trouble here if they don't add to the board. This can attack and... This isn't a tap ability, so it can get in for damage and still do this, which is really nice. So they gotta find a way to remove this or else they're dead. Nice. Okay, 2-0 pretty easily. 2-0-4. 2-0-4-0. We're rolling. Let's get this trophy. So far this deck has felt very good to play with. Eat one bite of chips. I'm sorry. It's gonna be loud and gross. Okay, muted myself there. I didn't want you to have to listen to that. Okay. It's nice when you send an email and the response you get is, sounds good. And you don't have to worry about anything or further justify your crap. Okay, this is nice. Let's definitely keep this. Okay, we don't want to draw too many more lands here, but Oh, green white here. They might go wide, which makes our removal a little worse in general. I think I might actually just leave up. Actually, we can trade for this here. I think I will trade if they attack. We can always get back with Soren. And these things can kind of get out of hand. I want to get in Triumph for something we can't possibly trade with on board. Something a little bigger. Flying, okay. We kind of got to get rid of that flyer. So maybe we can wait one more turn. If they play like a Bloom Hulk, this thing's gonna get big. But we gotta get removal here. I'm not too worried. Looks like they're gonna race. We might want to try to preserve our life total, so maybe we should have just killed one of these things. Okay, well, they can untap something and maybe play out another 2-drop. But if they're planning on okay, so they're gonna get super aggressive here, which is fine. Honestly, we can. So if we both attack here, what's gonna happen? They probably just take it and swing back. Drop Soren. We can. Nixilus' Cruelty this. Tap this down to 4. Take another 4 in the air and then have Gideon's Triumph up. If we Soren, we can double spell next turn, but they can hit Soren for at least 4. That's not too bad, I guess. Because then we can ping this down to 1, gain a life. And then next turn we can double spell. No, but then if they play some, like if they play like a Bloom Hulk or something, we're in trouble. This is interesting. I think we want to, we're not going to be able to block on the ground with this. So I think we attack with our Vampire Opportunist. We leap back our Spark Reaver to block any potential thing that doesn't go in the air, and then we can play accordingly. Okay, so this is where we just do this. Green and white doesn't really have a lot of things that can interact with that. So they might get in for 4 at this point, but then we can Soren plus and take out Korra and gain 4 life. That might be good. Because I think we're racing here. Oh, actually that's better. I think we wait one more turn then. So we let's take out their Kiora, because that's going to give them some card advantage. And then we will play this, and it's going to kill that because it can grow. And then this can only do 2 damage to it, so it's still useful. And then if they tap this to attack it, it can still kill it and survive. So we keep the first strike, unless they have some pump spell, but honestly, if that's what they're using, I don't care. Yeah, that's totally fine. We'll get them with Gideon's Triumph. And it still doesn't even kill this thing. So if they just go for face, we'll drop Soren here and leave up Gideon's Triumph. We'll do that. We can, how many, why is it not showing the count? Oh, wait. Oh, they attacked that. That's why. That's fine. So we can, and we'll get in Triumph for the, try to go for Soren. I think the game is basically over here. I wonder what they're attacking. Okay, so we do this. Now we could just do some work. Yeah, okay. Cool. Okay, so they have flyers, and they're kind of aggressive, so we want to get Liliana's Triumph in there, take out the Spark. The Spark hasn't been very impressive in these matchups, but you know, it is what it is. Anything else that maybe isn't a good... Spark Reaper is actually a nice... Maybe we get rid of this Herald. And I think that's all we do here. We have so much removal. This is pretty nice. Let's do that. Looks like they're going to be aggressive, so can we just survive the early game? Bolus Citadel might not be the best card here, since it's likely we're going to lose about half our life before we stabilize against a deck like this. This is good. We need to draw some land, but we got Triumph to make them sack their early creatures, and then hopefully we just go into like land or some other 2-drop. That is the last thing we wanted to see, but that's okay. Still got time, no rush. Okay, that's going to be a nice Liliana's Triumph. I'm going to wait till their turn to play it, though, because they might try to counter it up if that's their only 3-drop spell. And they might not have Liliana's Triumph in mind. They might only have a... I think I'm still going to just take the 2. Actually, I don't know why they would do it afterwards. Let's save the damage. We're going to want our life total pretty high. That's fine. Okay, well, we're going to have a nice ground blocker. So if they play Pegasus, that won't be good, but we just have to find a white or, I guess, 2 more swamps to take care of it. But I think Charity Extractor is going to be good against them. We just need to kind of keep our life total a little decently high and get to Sorin and Bolus Citadel. They don't have a 4-drop, which is interesting. Plains is nice. Okay, I'm good with that. Now I'm feeling pretty good. Our hand is pretty stacked. And we didn't see anything too scary from them last game. Guess if they drop in a Johnny, it's not even that bad for us. Got a block here. What could they have? Giant Growth? If they want to use a Giant Growth on this, I think that's fine. We don't have any instance to interact with it anyway, so it's going to happen at some point. This could have been Divine Arrow here. You need to tap your planes. Yeah, there it is. That's fine. That's nice. I think we actually just Sorin and plus. And the next turn we can... Yeah. They might like go all out just to take out our Sorin, and then we can drop Kaya or Bolus the Citadel and just run away with the game. That's not gonna do it. We do want to kill that thing. Depends what we draw, what we do here. Could do a risky Bolus the Citadel if we just draw a land, and then hopefully find some action to play off the top, and if not, we're still okay. Sorin should still be able to survive. They double spell here, that's fine. So we're gonna do 4 to me. We can Omnic Silice's Cruelty that, or maybe just Kaya it away. Yeah, I think if we Kaya it away, this thing goes down to 4. They only have 1 damage out. We can Wanderer Strike this back up to 4. Yeah, if need be. So let's just Kaya this. Now they're not pressuring our Planeswalkers. We got lots of removal here, and then once we drop Bowls, the Citadel will go off. I think that will be game. Oh, they didn't even attack. Why not? Why would they not attack there? Do you want me to use Kai on this? If you're not going to attack, I'm not going to do it. Let's drop this. Oh, nice. I don't think they have board wipes that they can play, so let's just cast this. Nope, don't want to skip my turn completely. Oh, we can't play that. Okay. I thought I played a land already. Okay. I don't see how on earth we lose this game. This is a sick deck. This was maybe one of my favorite decks I've ever drafted in this set. There we go. Well, that was a super chill trophy. We went 6-0, 3-0 with a pretty sweet deck. We have a 1 in 67 chance of premium card appearance, according to this right here. So that's something. All right, well, thanks for watching, YouTubers. I hope to record more. I wanted to play Magic the Gathering online for a couple of reasons. One, drafting against people is always better than against bots. Two, I think there's a more competitive field online, even though I think I did worse in Arena than I have in this online thing. But it feels like the matches are a little more realistic since everyone doesn't have Arena drafted decks and the cards are, all over the place. It doesn't feel so bad in Arena on this set because the set is very bomb driven. And so if you draft a bomb in Arena or on Magic Online, you're going to basically force the color anyway. Whereas in other sets, you can kind of force more archetypes, or you can, get a lot of cards from... basically, there's a lot more strong decks because you don't have other players taking cards that are valued higher than what the bots do. So I just like Magic Online for those few things. But yeah, thanks for watching. Follow me at Twitch TV/FloridaMan, and keep an eye out for more. Cheers.